I like what Christopher Bailey's doing at Burberry. He's giving that English rose and thorns, quite literally, with the heraldic motifs that dotted the dresses in this collection. Called the show Luxury Warrior, he used heavy metal on the soundtrack, and the Burberry girl is getting tough.
I felt the girl very strongly in this collection. I know who she is, and I think that was quite revelationary as well as I was putting her together.
What a great brand, a great designer, when they come together and it's all in one place. It's kind of a fantastic moment. He's having a fantastic moment.
Well, I got 3 outfits in this. They got me running a little bit. I've got a very pink outfit that I love and a bit of a gold dress.
See the blind man.
It feels like Christopher is now being Christopher instead of being Burberry.
You didn't see one piece of check anymore. This is very strong to be able to get rid of something that has been the core of the business of a company and replace it with something else that you really don't know if it is going to be as successful or not.
What does the ruching and the fringing say to you?
Soft romantic.
Evocative of something in his past, which is that he used to work for Tom Ford, bringing back a kind of 90s sexy, powerful woman who we haven't seen on the runway for quite a long time.
There was definitely influence from a lot of different iconic designers that we've seen in the past. I mean, there was definitely references there to Alaya and to Issy and to a homage of wonderful talent. But I think Christopher always does it in a very original, very modern way.
Burberry owns the military style if they want to take it, because they have the trench, right? The trench is essentially, it's a military garment. They invented it. Now he managed to be both tough and tender at the same time.
We really, really love the use of the buttons and the new medallions. It was a much more modern take and a much more evolved take than what he's done in the past.
It makes me wonder whether this is Christopher's real vocabulary, and if for years he was just hiding his light under that Burberry bushel.
I think he's just expanding the vocabulary he had, which he has to do if this is going to go forward. You can't keep saying the same 3 lines over and over again.
I don't want to get too overwhelmed by the history of Burberry, but it's important that that's always my foundation.
I put a spell on you.
This girl was elegant, but she was sassy, streetwise, but she was still quite chic.
More international.
She was definitely a more international jet setter than she was just an English Portobello rose.
It's a very strong English brand on a real international platform, and I think that's what I wanted to try and do. She still has the spirit of our English girl, she's just a bit spikier.
You just shot the last Burberry campaign in black and white and made a very strong statement. Were you overwhelmed by the colours in that collection?
I love colour.
The flash of colour at the end with the turquoise and the pink and the blue, I think just brought the whole show to life.
I wanted it to be decorative, but I didn't want it to get vulgar. I didn't want it to lose her innocence, but she needed to still have the refinement of all those textures.
She's dangerous now.
She's a hot cookie, yeah.